Animal Crossing New Horizons just launched for the Switch, and people are loving it. However, besides that, it is really hard to say what Nintendo has in store for us in 2020. So maybe that is concerning, or maybe that is just all the more exciting. Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Ramakrishnan. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the Nintendo Switch. 2020 is here, and we don't really know what is coming to the Switch. I don't really know. I know that there is a Nintendo Direct allegedly coming in a couple of days, so I want to talk to you guys just a little bit about some games that I kind of think that Nintendo should bring to the Switch. These are just games that I'd like to see. I'm not predicting anything, but you know, if we get a handful of these announced, and even better if they get released in 2020, I'd be a happy camper. So let's talk about Nintendo and games that I think need to come to the Switch. So first and foremost, let's just talk about The Legend of Zelda. I do know that Breath of the Wild 2 is like one of the most anticipated games at all right now, but I don't really know that we're going to get it this year. I think it's safe to assume we'll probably see something about it. It might just be a teaser. Seems more like a 2021 game to me. I do think that Nintendo should be bringing over some other Zelda games though, and the first couple that come to my mind are Wind Waker and Twilight Princess HD from the Wii U. Now, I'm somebody who just never owned a Wii U, so I missed out on playing those, up-res experiences, but I did play Twilight Princess and Wind Waker on my GameCube. Awesome games. Really, really would love to see them on the Switch, and I think a lot of people could say the same. Now, I also would really like to play Skyward Sword again. I think that's a great game. I want to go back to that and try it out, but I don't want to play my Wii. So I would like a remaster or something like that of Skyward Sword in addition to Twilight Princess and Wind Waker. Beggars can't be choosers, but I want all three on my Switch. I also really think that Nintendo reasonably could probably bring over Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. If I can play all those Zelda games, I'd be a very, very happy gamer, and I think a lot of people could say the same because that's a great franchise. So in 2017, Nintendo released Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey. I actually chose the latter as my personal Switch game of the year, and probably one of my favorite games right now of the last several years. I'm a big Mario guy, and I really, really enjoyed Odyssey. Galaxy and Galaxy 2 are personal favorites, so this is where I'm going with this. I sort of have always been begging Nintendo to release Galaxy and Galaxy 2 remastered for the Switch. I think that that would really just be amazing. I'm pretty sure a lot of people would love it. I know that they are very great games objectively, and they're beloved. So I want that, but really I would love to also get a Galaxy 3. I don't really know what Nintendo's planning, but I know that every year they always release at least one big Mario game, and rumor has it we're gonna get a really nice sort of back to the basics sort of reinvention almost though, mix of both of Paper Mario. I'm totally down for a really good Paper Mario game. I do think that Odyssey 2 and Galaxy 3 are more exciting personally. I don't really know that a 2D Mario game like something like New Super Mario Bros. Is very likely at all. I don't really know if they're ever gonna return to that, but I would personally like a big 3D Mario game this year, though I don't really expect it, and I also am not gonna be really sitting here like begging for it because I think it needs some time, and that'll probably be next year, and that could also be really cool to get Breath of the Wild 2 and Odyssey 2 in the same year again. And to sort of go back to the Mario conversation, Super Mario 3D World is one of the great Wii U games that we have yet to get on the Switch. I think it's kind of given. It's totally going to happen. I do believe so. I don't know why it's taken so long. So let's talk about a few Wii U games. Like I said, I never had a Wii U, but fortunately I have a Switch, so I have access to games like Mario Kart 8, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and I have a better version of Splatoon and Smash Bros. And all those great Wii U games are either on the Switch or have better versions and sequels and stuff. But we haven't gotten Super Mario 3D World yet, and I do believe it's on the way. We got New Super Mario Bros. U last year. So I never played Super Mario 3D World. I really want to play it. Like I said, I love Mario games, so I'm pretty sure that it would be an easy sell for a lot of people. Star Fox Zero, I don't really think that it was the most beloved game on the Wii U, but I could totally see Nintendo porting it to the Switch, and I would totally give it a chance. I think obviously another Star Fox game would be better, though I don't know. I don't really have any connection to Star Fox. Not gonna go on too long with that franchise. Pikmin 3, I never played Pikmin before, but I do think Pikmin 3 would make sense on the Switch, despite the fact that 4 is in development somewhere. There are some older games which I would love to have on the Switch, whether it be because I want to experience them again, because I love them, or I've never played them before. Metroid Prime Trilogy easily comes to mind. I mean, at this point, everyone's been clamoring for it, and I don't really know why they're not even talking about it, but I think it's gonna happen. Metroid Prime 4 is honestly probably quite a ways off, maybe another couple of years. So I think that the trilogy would make sense as long as I could just play Metroid Prime 1 through 3 on my Switch, because I never got a chance to play those games and I want to know what's good with it before 4 comes out. I think that would be perfect, and it would be a very, very big seller. I have no doubt in my mind. No More Heroes 3 is also in development, which is cool, and I never played No More Heroes 1 and 2. I think it kind of makes sense to bring them over to the Switch, just like Metroid Prime, though probably not nearly as big, but I think that people would be about it. I want to try it out, so I think that Nintendo should definitely do that. I really like Kirby games, but not all of them, and I don't necessarily like how some of them are more in that easy, family-friendly category, no dirt on those games. But I really remember on the Wii, I really loved Return to Dreamland, and I found that to be challenging, but I want like a very well thought out Kirby game with a lot of work put into it to make it challenging and accessible at the same time, but I want some really good platforming challenges. And speaking of difficult platformers, Donkey Kong Country is awesome. I love Returns and Tropical Freeze, probably even more so. So I think that I would be incredibly happy to see that another one gets announced, though I have this bad feeling that it's not gonna happen anytime soon, but that would be awesome. So, you know, I can still hope. There have been a lot of people who've talked about a Nintendo Kart kind of idea at this point. After Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has Splatoon characters and Zelda characters and Animal Crossing characters, it seems like they're definitely getting ready for that, and it almost feels like Mario Kart is at its pinnacle. It's just so good. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is an excellent package, so I don't really want Mario Kart 9 too soon, but I think that if we got a Mario Kart game that is actually not just Mario, but just like a Nintendo Kart, something like Smash Bros, but in kart racing, that would be a dream come true as a Nintendo fan. I mean, just picture it. It would probably be really easy to bring a bunch of different faces together and different tracks and all. I could probably make a whole video kind of proposing this idea, and now I think I might have to. But Nintendo Kart sounds awesome. I think it's a reasonable and logical step forward in the next direction for the Mario Kart franchise, which at this point doesn't really probably know where to go and how to evolve. So that would kind of be the ultimate reveal at a Nintendo Direct, the ultimate 2020 Nintendo Switch game. We didn't know that was coming until we did. That would be awesome, and it's probably, out of all the games I just talked about, the thing that I'm kind of the most excited about, even though it's not a thing. It's just in my mind it is. So that's that. All right, so that's kind of just a rundown of a bunch of Nintendo games I would like to come to the Switch. So if you guys enjoyed it, let me know. Leave me a like and comment all your thoughts about Nintendo. What kind of games do you want to see them release in the coming years? What do you want for the big 2020 games? I mean, right now we know nothing, so it's kind of up in the air and super exciting. So what games do you think Nintendo is going to release this year? What do you want to see them release this year? Just give me all your thoughts about the future that we don't know about of the Nintendo Switch, because it's very fun to talk about things like this. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed your time here, and I will see you guys all in the next video.